Are you seeing the error establishing a database connection on your WordPress site? It's one of the most stressful errors you can run into, but don't worry, we're going to fix it together step by step. This issue is still super common. It means WordPress is trying to talk to your database, but it can't connect. So even though your website files are still there, WordPress can't load any posts, pages, or content because the database is offline, unreachable, or misconfigured. So I'll go through the most common issues and give you clear steps to solving them. This is the #1 cause of this error. WordPress stores your database login info inside a file called wp-config.php. If anything in there is wrong, your site can't connect. Okay, so as you can see, my website currently can't connect to the database for whatever reason. We've got the error establishing a database connection. And if I refresh it, you'll see, yes, it's definitely got a problem. Okay, so what we need to do is you need to log into your hosting dashboard. Now I'm using Hostinger in this instance because it's super easy to use and this site is currently on Hostinger, but you can do this with Bluehost, SiteGround. Most hosting providers offer you a way to find the files you need for your website. So once you're in your hosting dashboard, you need to look for your file manager. And as this is hosting and they make it super easy for you, it's right here on my dashboard. I can also go to files here and then click on file manager. So open up your file manager. And if you don't have this method available to you with your hosting provider, then you can also use a method called FTP. And I'll link to a video in the description below that will take you through FTPing into your website and finding files that way. But for this instance, we're going to be using the file manager through Hostinger. And now we're on the file manager page. All we need to do is come into our public_HTML folder right here, which is where all our website files are. Then we're going to scroll down and we're going to find the wp-config.php file. And you should be able to see it right here. As everything's in alphabetical order, you'll be able to see it in the W's right here. You click on that. Then I'm going to right click and click on edit to view that file. Okay, so this is what your wp-config file looks like. And the bit that you're looking for is the database settings here. And as you can see, I haven't got a database name, username, or password. So those are missing. That's why my site isn't connected to the database. So I have to find those and then fill those in, which is actually super easy to do if you're using a hosting dashboard. So what we're going to do from here, we're going to look for these in our hosting dashboard. So I'm just go back to my dashboard. And then in Hostinger, you have a database area right here for the site. You will find this in other hosting providers as well. You just click on that. And that's going to bring you to your database manager. And we can see the list of all current databases and users right here. Now, there are quite a lot of them for my one, but you might only have one or two. And that you'll see that this one is linked to my website. And this is very similar across all hosting providers. You should be able to find this information. If not, contact your hosting provider. They'll be able to tell you what it is as well. What you're looking for is the database name, the database user, and then you also want to reset the password to get a new password. So click on the 3 dots here and then click on change password and get a new password that way. Once you've got that information, like I have, then you can copy that to a notepad and then paste it in your file. So let's do that now. So I'm going to leave this window open. I'm just going to copy this database name, come back to the config file, and then in between these two right here, I'm just going to paste database name, go back to here and then copy the username and paste it in there. And then I'll get a new password, which I'll generate right now. And then once I've generated that, I'm just going to paste that in there. And then just check all that information is correct and then click save to save the file. Now, if we go back and we just check the website, I'll just refresh this. There we go. The website is now up and running. If this worked, great, that's it. If not, don't worry, we've got more steps. Sometimes the database is there, but some of the internal tables are damaged. This can also cause the error. To check, try visiting yourdomain.com/wp-admin. If you see a message about needing to repair the database, you can enable the built-in WordPress repair tool. Here's how. Okay, so for this next fix, all we need to do is come back into the file manager for our website, come back down to wp-config.php, click on that, click edit, and then you're in that file. Then you're going to scroll to the bottom of that file, and you're going to look for the section that says, "That's all, stop editing, happy publishing." Just make a little bit of space by hitting return. And then all you're going to do is paste in this code right here, which I'll link to in the description below this video. So that just says wp allow repair true. Then all you need to do is save the file. Then just paste this at the end of your URL, wp-admin maint repair.php. Then you're going to see this really handy WordPress screen. All you need to click is repair database, and you'll now see this page right here. And it's telling you that all the database is okay. And now you just got to do is remove that from your wp-config file. So just hover over to that like this, then just remove that from the file. Click save. Now you should see your website and everything is fixed. Sometimes it's not your credentials, it's the database server itself. This could be a hosting issue. One way to check is by creating a simple PHP test. Okay, so for this next fix, it is a little bit more technical, but it is totally doable as well. All you need to do is create a new file within your PHP_HTML folder for your site in your file manager. Now, I can do this quite easily by clicking on new folder here. You've probably got another way of doing it if you're using another provider. And then I'm just going to type in dbtest.php. And I'm just going to click create. Okay, so now I've created a new file. I'm just going to paste in some code, and I'll link to that in the description below as well. So just paste in that code here. And then what you want to do is in the username and password section, you want to paste in your database username and password that you checked earlier in the video. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so now I'm going to click save. Now I've done that. And then what you want to do is type in your browser, whatever your domain name is, /dbtest.php. You'll see that on screen right now. And what this does is just check that your database server is working properly, and you should get a connected successfully message if it's working. If it's not, contact your hosting provider. So if any of these steps didn't work, contact your hosting provider and get them to help you out. Most of them are super happy to do it and have really, really good support teams to do this for you. Okay, so now you know what causes this error and how to fix it. If this video helped, give it a like and subscribe for more WordPress videos like this. And if you have any questions or if you're still stuck, drop a comment. I'm here to help. I'm Ryan, this is WP Beginner, and I'll see you in the next video.